Hello everyone, and in this video we are going to go through Chapter 5 exercises 1 through 5-1A through 5-5A. On the first 5-1 exercise, which is on page 178 in your book. Alright, so Bob works and he is paid on a semi-monthly payment. His annual salary is $120,000 and we need to calculate his Social Security and Medicare wages. So since Bob is paid annually and he's paid semi-monthly, I took $120,000 divided by 12 months. So he actually earns $10,000 per month. So each check would be a gross wage of $5,000 for November 15th. On November 15th, you would take $5,000 and multiply it by 6.2%. So his Social Security tax would be $310. Medicare, as you know, does not have a limit, so it would be $5,000 times 1.45%. So his Medicare would be $72.50. Now, on December 31st, remember Social Security has a limit of $118,500. So since he's already earned $115,000, because remember he earned prior to November 5th $100,000 plus $5,000 paid twice semi-monthly in November. So $115,000. So $118,500 minus $115,000 that he's earned prior to December 31st, only $3,500 is eligible for Social Security wages. So Medicare, remember, there is no limit. So $5,000 would be all taxable wages. So for December 31st, Social Security would be $3,500 times it by 6.2%. Social Security would be $217. Medicare, same as the November 15th check, would be $72.50. On exercise 5-2A, we have the following employees. We need to calculate how much is due for FUTA and SUTA. Now, as you know, the SUTA rate in this example here is 5.4%, and it applies to the first $8,000 of the employee's wages. Okay, so what does the annual amount do? FUTA, remember, is the first $7,000 of wages that the employee earns. Multiply that by 0.6%, okay, which is found on pages 152 and 153 in your book. Each employee would have $42 that the employer would have to pay. Remember, FUTA is an employer tax. On the SUTA, the state unemployment tax, it's $8,000. Multiply it by 5.4%. Each employee has a SUTA tax amount of $432 even. So keep in mind, this is covered on page 152 and 153 in your book. And as I mentioned before, the problems for in McGraw-Connect will give you the SUTA rate. On exercise 3A, the company has 16 employees. All the employees work within the city, and they make $7.25 per hour. Okay, so it's very important. And they work 160 hours during the month. Now, the employer is a little bit different. The employer must remit $4 per month per employee that earns more than $500 per month. The employees who earn $500 more each month, the employees have to have $5.75 withheld from their paycheck. So that's very important. And what is the occupational privilege tax for these employees? So in order to calculate this problem, we're going to take $7.25 per hour that each employee makes, multiply that by 160 hours. So $1,160 per month for each employee. That's what the employer pays. Since there's 16 employees, multiply it by $5.75, because remember, that is what's withheld from their paycheck is $5.75. $92 the employee must pay out of their paycheck. The employee would be 92, as I mentioned before. the employer is going to take the 16 employees, multiply it by $4, $64, since each of them earn over $500. The employer would pay $64 in this example. Exercise 5-4. We need to compute some taxes here. We need to compute the following employees' shares of taxes. So Joseph earned $68,000 for 2015. He is single and has one withholding and is paid annually. His federal income tax withholding will be $11,218.75. Remember, this is for the entire year. And we're going to use table 4A on page 295, the percent withholdings. The Social Security tax is below the limit of $118,500. So we're going to take his total annual wage, multiply it by 6.2% to get a total of $4,216. And Medicare, remember, it has no limit. Multiply that by 1.45%. The Medicare tax for Joseph would be $986. On exercise -5A, we need to use the information from the previous exercise, and we need to compute the SUTA rate. And FUTA rate. The FUTA rate that they're giving us is 0.6, remember, in the first $7,000 of their wages. The SUTA rate for Kentucky, in this example, is 5.4% with the base wage of $9,900. So the federal tax withholding is 0. Remember, we're doing the employer's share. The Social Security tax, remember, is $4,216, okay, for the employer's share. Remember, we're going to match it. Medicare tax is the same. Okay, that's for the employer's share. And remember, the employer then has to pay that FUTA tax. So $7,000, multiply that by 0.6. The employer would have $42 in FUTA tax. And $9,900 times 5.4%, they would have a SUTA tax of $534.60. If you do have any questions in regards to these exercises, please give me a call or send me an email. Thank you.